Alright, welcome back. This Kevin Samuels clip caught my attention for a reason. Let's get into it.
How are you?
I am well. How are you?
Good. I didn't know I was going to get a phone call, but I'm glad that I did.
You click request.
Yes. But I know you have a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm going to get right into it.
No, no. How old are you?
I am 28.
All right. So, what are we talking about tonight? Why are black women losing high value black men?
I think it's because they're not in touch with their femininity. That's what I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I think that, like you said before, I think we're putting our careers to the forefront and we're not learning how to deal with and talk to a lot of these men. I personally, I don't really have that issue. Um, but I think as a whole in the community, I think we need to do better at getting in touch with our femininity.
You don't have a problem.
Talking to
Uh,
high value men, no, because I was married, going through a divorce, and I've been going on dates, and I would say
do you have
probably
any children?
I do
How many?
just one.
Was your husband? Or if you're 28,
Hmm.
how old is your soon-to-be ex-husband?
He is getting ready to be 29, so he's 28 too.
Okay. So, by my definition, he can't be a high value man, no matter what. It's just not chronologically possible.
Right,
Do you want to remarry?
I do,
Do you want to marry a quote unquote high value man?
I do.
Why?
I believe what I bring to the table is worth of high value, not just because of my career, but because of my personality. And I mean, I feel like I'm I guess I'll say my measurements. Five.
Well, but what do you bring to the table?
um, I think I bring a level of calmness to men. I think I do a good job of making them feel like they are wanted, they are loved, and also I
Who
guess
filed for
citizens
divorce?
respect. I'm sorry.
Which one of you filed for divorce?
I'm sorry, I missed part of that.
Which one of you filed for divorce?
I did. I left.
Why?
I left because I didn't feel valued. I wasn't getting what I needed in the marriage as far as, love and
Do
attention.
you have a daughter or a son?
I have a daughter.
So I often say that men should interview the exes of the women they plan to deal with.
Yeah.
If a high value man came across and wanted to interact or interview your ex, what do you think your ex would say you like to be with?
I think he would say that I require, I guess, a certain amount of attention. And I'm just going to be transparent. I think he would say overall, I was a pretty solid wife. I just,
What do you mean
I just,
require a certain amount of attention? What does that
yes,
mean?
because he's in the military, so he was gone a lot.
Okay.
So because of that, I would like when he was around, because my love language is touch. His love language is the different from mine. So we had a lot of conflict there because the way that I expressed love was not the way that he wanted to receive it, and vice versa.
Okay, but if you know that, why are you leaving your husband?
Because it's not good. Like the way that he expresses himself to me is not good enough for
Was he
me.
loyal to you?
Yeah, he was. He was.
Okay, I need you to understand what you just said. What he's the man I chose to marry and make a baby with, because his love language is different than mine. I'm choosing to leave him, and then I want to level up from him.
Yeah, and
I need no, no, no. I need you to listen,
okay.
because you guys often tell yourselves good lies.
Okay.
To a man, I'm hearing a problematic woman. I'm hearing a woman who says, I bring something to the table, and almost one of the first things out of your mouth is your career. I just said we don't care about your career or your money because you don't spend it on us. That's number one. What's going on there? Number two, is she still here or am I still here? Let's do this. Number two, number two, What happened? Attention to the table and yeah, number two, yeah. And she's gone. Yeah, I'm gonna finish. Number two. Women often come in and say things like that. It's like, I'm filed for divorce, but the reality is if your ex, if men on the dating market to talk to your ex, say she needs a certain amount of attention, men will be like, yeah, I'm not gonna be any better. You gave him a baby and you know his love language and you're leaving him. You want a man who's making more than him, who's going to be more busy than him to come in. Nah, not gonna work. Not gonna work. You guys understand where I was going with that? So I'm like, you know your husband's love language is this, and you're leaving him? What do you ladies think it says to men on the open dating market when you're wrecking your homes? What do you think it says to men? Men are like, so you're an ex-wife? And you had a loyal husband. And because your love languages weren't compatible, he wasn't good enough, you better get out of our face. That's what men are thinking. I'm sorry, ladies. The men we're talking about are the cream of the crop. The men you talking about you want. Can you imagine? I'm just not hearing anything that even remotely sounds real. Makes any sense. But I get it. I also realize that so many women in our community have been told that they're the prize and men should just bow down and just be happy that they're who they say they are. No, 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 no. So I think she bounced because she knew this was about to, I don't want to say that, but that wasn't about to be good. What the hell? Man, I got your tongues out. Oh my God. I'm no clown chasing today. So let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's get back to the core subject. The kind of men we're talking about, ladies, don't want divorcees.
Hello? Wait, give me 1 second.
When you get yourself together, you can request to be back in. The men we're talking about don't want divorcees. They certainly don't want baby mamas. They want single, childless, fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive women, the best of Black America. And they want those women to be ready to compete with Becky, Marisol, Mylene, and Jamila. If you're not in that category of women, these men aren't looking for you. See, what we have told our community is everybody's equal, and everybody's not equal. There's social class and stratification. We're talking about the top 15 to 10% of men over here. All women want men in this area. We're talking about men over here who have social mobility. Men in this little tier can actually move across races. Men down here cannot move across races as easily. Men up here and women from other races, it's more acceptable to get a man up here across race. Y'all better get real.
All right, let's break this down. You've got a 28-year-old divorced with a child she left her husband to level up, and now believes that her experience makes her more desirable and that men will want her because of it. Now, this is where things get real, because this is about perception versus reality. First, the level up idea. Wanting better is normal. Everyone wants growth, improvement, a better situation. But the question is, What does leveling up actually mean? Is it just expecting more or becoming more? Second, the experience. Yes, life experience can bring maturity, but not all experience is seen the same way by everyone, especially in dating. And this is where Kevin Samuels would push, because how you see your value isn't always how the market sees it. Third, the situation. Being divorced with a child adds responsibility. That doesn't mean it's impossible, but it does mean expectations and outcomes need to be aligned with reality. So the real question becomes, is she leveling up her expectations or leveling up herself? Because those are two very different things. And if the focus is only on what she wants next, without adjusting strategy, behavior, or positioning, then the results might not match the expectation. And that's where frustration starts.